Hi, my name is Sammy. I'm the founder of Wild Haven Somatics and creative director of Phoenix Fire and Performance Art. And today I'm dropping in to teach a hoop combination. This is more in the intermediate realm, maybe traversing a little bit into advanced, just because there's a little bit of pirouetting involved and some footwork that might move it into the advanced realm, but I would say definitely accessible for intermediate hoopers as well. So here's what it looks like. And one more time. Yeah. So you'll see a bit of footwork involved that is a little bit fast-paced, so I'll give some tips about how to make that footwork feel efficient and get you like around in time. You can also use a bigger hoop to slow it down. I'm using a 28-inch 5/8 Polypro here, so it is a little bit quicker. And then I'll also give some tips for the opposite arm / choreography. Because I do use my opposite arm a lot to kind of just like complete the illusion or the aesthetic, if you will, of the movement. So this combination is roughly broken into 3 moves that I will break down now. The first movement looks like this. So what's happening here is essentially I'm moving the hoop forward as if I'm about to do an iso pop, which is where you release the hoop and then bring it back down by the sides. It's a really similar movement, except the arm travels in a big circle down and forward. So the hoop's in my right hand. I send it out in front of me. As soon as I send it out in front, I'm going to release. As soon as I release, I'm going to start circling my arm, and the hoop will travel across the back of my wrist, and then I re-grab in the starting position and can send it forward again, release, re-grab, and bring it back down. The second move, we're going to start to turn the body. So say we've just done this guy. We're going to continue the movement of the hoop forward, but now I'm going to start following it with my body. So it comes down behind me. I turn around. It comes towards the back of the room. I'm still following it, and then I lift it up overhead. This time my body moves a little bit quicker than the hoop because I'm about to move into a weave, but I will turn around, the hoop will follow, and then it'll drop down to the left and back to the right for a weave, which we will cover shortly. But that part again, so the first move we've done, this circle forward. The second move, we turn around by sending the hoop forward, following it down, following it back, and then following it around so that I'm facing the starting point. But instead of sending the hoop forward in front of me, well, I do send it forward in front of me a little bit, but then I immediately cross it across the body into a weave. So move number 1, we circle the hoop around. Move number 2, we walk in a circle and follow it with the body. And then move number 3 is this weave. So for a weave, I'm just going to briefly kind of cover how this goes, but I will start with the hoop in my right hand and my palm is facing up. The hoop draws a figure 8 in front of the body, and the wrist also makes a figure 8 motion, so it drops to the left and to the right. I have a loose grip so that the hoop can fall on either side of the body, and allowing the hoop to kind of carry its weight and fall will make it easier to maintain that clean wall plane where it falls kind of directly on each side, which will make everything easier. But the wrist also makes the figure 8 motion, so I'm moving from the wrist moving down to figure 8ing back up and back down, like you're painting an infinity sign in front of you. So that's the third move, and then we string them all together into sequence. So I send the hoop forward, around, keep sending it forward, send it down and back, send it back behind, and then turn around and drop it into a weave. One more time. We're sending the hoop forward, in front, behind, back to the front of the room to do your weave. So you don't do the weave until you've turned all the way around, reach the front of the room, and then let it drop to the side, drop to the side. And that's the combination. So I'd like to show you a couple of things that I commonly will transition into from this move. So the first one that I tend towards a lot is this half chest roll. And it looks like this. Oy. One more time. So, for that guy, this time as you come around after the weave, you turn your body forward, bring the hoop to the middle of the chest, and then release it down the left arm. Yeah. The other thing I tend towards a lot, I'm not quite sure the name of this move, but it's kind of like a contact, I don't know. It's kind of like a contact linear isolation, or like cap. Like caps are a poi move. That's what it resembles to me, but it looks like this. So as I come out of the weave, oh wait, how am I doing that? There it is. So anytime the hoop is on the crossed side of the body, you can do this cap. I'm not going to break it down because then the video would become very long, but I'll just show you a couple times what it looks like. And then it's a nice place to move into barrel roll isolations, or it's also a nice place to move into a duck in. On like the neck or shoulders. Yeah. Okay. So now I'll give some tips for the efficiency of the footwork and the opposite arm. For the feet, the hoop is in my right hand, and the whole time I'm traveling to the left. If you start with the hoop in your left hand, the whole time you will be turning, pirouetting, traveling to the right. So because I'm traveling to the left, I keep my weight pretty much in my left foot so that I don't have to do a whole lot of weight shifts, and this makes it a bit easier to get around quickly and efficiently. So if you'll notice, my feet, most of my weight is kept on that left foot until the very end. And I use my right foot almost like a kickstand as I'm like getting around. So yeah, that's kind of my tip for the feet. As far as the opposite arm, what I typically like to do is just mirror the dynamics or the movement of the hoop. So I kind of start with my hand on my shoulder, and then as I send the hoop forward, I release the arm forward. And from there, I like to just kind of like mirror the hoop so that I'm kind of making this just nice long line across the body. So of course there's so many options for the arm, and I encourage you to play with your own, but that's what I tend towards most of the time. So give this combination a try. Let me know how it goes, and if you have any questions or you're stuck on something, drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks for tuning in.